Welcome, buddy.
Thank you.
I want to shake your hand. This is so cool, man. I've been following Jared from Subway for 10 years. We were just talking off the air how I remember 10 years ago when all we saw on TV was this pretty big guy.
Yeah.
And what would you call it? You were doing your Bigfoot walk?
The abominable snowman. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
When I was 400 plus pounds. You know,
and he's just
I saw the camera and I started to freak out. But yeah, you know, it's been a crazy ride, that's for sure.
Tell us how it all got started, man. I mean, you just literally said, I'm going to eat Subway every day because I love Subway.
Yeah, I was 425 pounds. I needed to make some major changes, obviously. I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. And from 3rd or 4th grade on, I'd been putting weight on. And it just got worse and worse and worse. And, finally culminated when I was in college, when I went to Indiana University. And, just was at that point where I said enough is enough. And after years of trying different ways to lose weight, I stumbled upon the method that worked for me, which was Subway sandwiches. I actually lived next door to a Subway restaurant when I was in college and started eating it twice a day every day. And it just clicked and it worked. And before I knew it, the weight was coming off. And it worked so well that in the first 3 months alone, I lost 94 pounds.
What did you eat? I mean, I want to know exactly. Write this down, folks.
It was usually a 6-inch turkey sub for lunch.
Okay.
With no mayonnaise, of course, no oil, no cheese. That was the big key, but I put all the veggies on it. And back then, all they had was white or wheat bread. Mm-hmm. And they didn't have all the fancy schmancy breads. They didn't have all the good sauces they have now. They had mustard and mayonnaise pretty much, and that was it. So I put some mustard on it, and they just come out with the baked chips, which was good. So I did a bag of the baked chips. And then the hardest thing at first for me was to switch over from all the regular soft drinks that I used to drink to then drinking just the diet soft drinks, obviously, or water. But I would do that and then come back for dinner usually and do a foot-long veggie sandwich. Once again, no mayonnaise, no oil, no cheese, with the baked chips and a diet soft drink. And before I knew it, the weight was coming off and, just ran with it. So I didn't know how long I could do it for. I didn't know if it would continue to work. But I figured, hey, it's worth a shot. I liked what I was eating, even though, granted, yes, it was the same thing every day, but it was working. It finally found something that I could stick to.
But there was a lot of walking involved, too.
Well, yeah. Not until I lost the first 100 pounds. When I lost the first 100 pounds, when I was over 400, just to get off the couch was exercise. Just to walk next door to Subway was exercise. But at that point, when I got those first 100 pounds off, I could actually start to move again without being in pain. My back wasn't hurting me. I could take stairs and buildings again. Just any time I could fit it in, I would do it. And I would walk for, at least 30 minutes a day.
Cool.
Well.
So there's a lot of overweight people out there probably thinking to themselves, how did Jared get picked out of a crowd for Subway?
It's random. How it happened. It was never planned, but a buddy of mine wrote an article about me in the campus newspaper when I went to Indiana University, and that article then got picked up by newspapers and magazines all over the country, and eventually wound up in Subway's hands. They started getting their field agents started calling in saying, hey, have you heard about this guy? And before they knew it, I guess they researched me a little bit and figured out I really did do what I said I did, and eventually approached me to do a test commercial while I was still a college student. They flew me out to L.A. I'd never been to L.A. before this time. It was just one of those crazy, surreal moments. And I thought it was a one-shot deal. Said, hey, you better enjoy this while it's here kind of thing. And that one little test commercial just sort of took off. And before I knew it, they asked me to do a second commercial. And then before it sort of just turned into a whole spokesperson thing.
That's amazing.
It's been my job.
10 years later.
It's been my job ever since leaving IU. So it's been a crazy, weird, random thing. But it's been a lot of fun.
And people must recognize you everywhere, right?
It's crazy.
It's great, huh?
Yeah, the recognition levels are very high, and we've done, I think, over 70 different commercials now in the last 11 years.
You must have had a lot of people who have done the same thing. You have come up to you and actually tell you stories.
Well,
that must be really cool for you.
It is really neat. They want to know how they did it or how they can do it. They want to share their own story of how they did it. But it's neat. You get an email or a letter from somebody that says, hey, your story inspired me to want to change my life too. And that's, obviously keeps me motivated, keeps me doing what I'm doing. I didn't lose the weight to help anybody else, but the fact that this story has now helped everybody has just been a fantastic part of this. It continues to motivate me to do what I'm doing, obviously. So.
Well, you were all over Sunday Night Football last night on NBC. So let's hear it. Ready? I want to hear Jared sing the $5 football. Now, did you sing that, or was that recorded?
That was definitely recorded because you don't want to hear Strahan and me and Justin Tuck sing like that. Trust me.
Come
in
on,
real life.
$5 footlong.
Is that the country version? Is that the Alan Jackson version?
That's the Alan Jackson version.
That's good. We should that'd be funny to do a country music version of the $5 footlong song.
No, you just want to be Kenny Chesney, Jared. Come on.
That could be a new thing for you.
That's right. Jared, Shania Twain would be better.
So you're now in town.
Carrie Underwood.
You're going to talk to some kids this morning about good eating and things like that.
Yeah, one of the things we do is as part of my touring, we go to schools around the country and really try to get the message out to kids about the importance of eating healthier, making those good food choices, and the fact that the kids know me. They know me as a Subway guy, and they know me really from TV because unfortunately a lot of them watch too much TV. But to have a positive message to say, hey, I expect you guys to make better decisions than I made myself, and I bring my old 60-inch pair of pants and show them how big I used to get. My message is a
60-inch. Wow,
60-inch.
Man. I mean, you look great.
But it was
serious,
the relaxed
awesome.
fit. It was the relaxed fit.
Okay.
Oh man.
As opposed to the classic fit. The boot cut. But it was just obviously just trying to get that message to them and about the importance, so they don't ever have to.
What size are you now?
34, 35.
Cool.
Down from a 60. So.
Really?
That's unbelievable.
That's awesome.
I was like that, like 10th grade.
And there's also, you got Subway's getting together and having the Subway School Rewards.
Yeah. So what you could do with that is it's really cool. You if you want to help your local schools out, what you do is you when you buy a Subway cash card, which you preload with whatever amount of money you want to put on it, and if you get your principal to register with this program, up 2% of the money you put on a cash card actually goes back to your local school to help with different programs and whatever. So if you want more information, you can go to subway.com and pull that off there. But at the same time, talk to your principal obviously to get involved with that. But it's a great way to help give back to the community. I know the local Subway franchisees are really excited to be about it too. And of course, we also have the new buffalo chicken that just came out, one of the newer low-fat sandwiches.
Sing it.
And it's $5. $5 buffalo chicken, but it's really good, and it's got low-fat ranch on it, and it's actually qualifies as one of the low-fat subs. So I would highly recommend it. Get it once. It's going to be a limited time offer. So $5,
$5 foot long.
It's an addictive song. I'm telling you,
Now,
it's an addictive song.
Out of all your 70 commercials that you've done in the last 10 years, who's the coolest person that you've met? I mean, because I'm a huge Tony Stewart fan, man.
Tony Stewart was great. He's an Indiana boy. The most fun I had was with Michael Strahan. And we've done 2 or 3 commercials now. Of course, the one that's running that you talked about last night, where we're singing, was fun. Filming with Michael Phelps was great. I mean, obviously, I just filmed some new stuff with him. We actually filmed 4 Sunday Night Football with NBC, which is going to come out pretty soon. So just he and I watching the game together. So that was pretty fun. But it's just it's sort of crazy. It's just a surreal.
It's a claim to fame that you never expected. It just happened.
God bless America. God bless America.
Keep waving your flag.
We live in a great country.
Only in America, man. Only in America. And the guy go for a walk, lose 245 pounds, endorse Subway for 10 years.
Absolutely.
Well, that is awesome. And like I say, if folks can go to subwayschoolsrewards.com, they can check out how to get their school signed up. So kids, if you're listening today and you're listening to Jared on the radio, you can go in and talk to your principals about that. Get your school signed up because everybody likes a $5 footlong every once in a while. The new buffalo chicken.
It's good to have get a good sandwich and also help your school at the same time. So
cool, man.
Absolutely.
This is awesome. Thank you so much for coming in.
I know
you've got to run.
He's got a man crush, I think. I got a man crush going on here.
No, it's just you've lost 245 pounds. Now, have you ever been approached by NBC to come on The Biggest Loser or anything like that?
Well, Subway does some sponsorship with that, so there's talks that we may do something like that.
I mean, because you'd be a great
great
encouragement for the folks on the
motivation.
show.
No,
I
which
love that
we'll
show.
see. I mean, obviously, but. So, I mean, that's a great show. Obviously, I always say whatever works and whatever gets people motivated. In fact, that the people who go on The Biggest Loser down, then they in turn motivate all these people around the country. I just want to
work out with Julian. That's
well, yeah. She may hurt you. I don't know.
I know.
But she might like it. I don't know. So we'll see.
I might
fun
like
stuff.
It. All right, Jared. So have fun with the kids today. He's going to be at Mary M. Lynch Elementary School talking to the kids about the importance of eating healthy and exercising.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate
Take care.
it.